Hey everybody, welcome back. Joe White from Get Life Coaching. It's time for another edition of Live Free. So how many times have you been stuck in the paralysis of analysis? Come on, you've been there. We've all been there, haven't we? Where we're spinning our wheels, or we're over-analyzing our plan. Haven't we have an idea that is so big we've never been there before, and we have no idea how to start this. Or maybe we don't even know what it looks like. We just have this feeling. Well, nothing kills drive. Nothing kills that momentum, that passion, and stagnation. And once you start getting stagnant, all of a sudden you start putting less time in the project, less effort, and it tends to get replaced by something that feels a little bit more warmer, feels a little bit better. I'm here to tell you there's a simple solution. I mean, this is so simple. Once I tell you, you're going to be like, oh my God, how come I'm not doing this? And it's going to be so simple to do. Because when we get stuck in the paralysis analysis, when we do not know what to do, when we don't know what the next step is, you have to figure out one thing. And that one thing is, what is the step before the step? And the step before the step really is one question that you have to answer. One question. See, I had to move my finger to make sure it was in the screen. It's really silly if I'm making hand gestures outside the camera range here. That one question is, what do I need to know so that I can move forward? What do I need to know so that I can move forward now, or in a week, or whenever that time limit is? So I'll give you an example. I'm doing this big project that I signed up for, and I'm so excited, but it's way over my head in capacity. I've never done this before. I'm confident that I can do this. I know I can do this. But where do I begin? How do I start? And I start asking myself these questions. What if I don't figure this out? I don't even know what to do first. I've never done anything this big before. Well, you can imagine, once I ask that question a few times, guess what I start to feel? Yeah, not good about myself. I start feeling crappy. I start feeling like, oh no, maybe this is the wrong choice. Maybe I'm the wrong person. And that made me feel even more worse. So I got up, made my power move, changed my state, and I said, no, what do I need to know in order to move forward? That's the question. And the first thing I need to know is who's doing what I'm doing and how can I model them? Well, that's always tends to be my first area. Then my second is, what resources do I already have? What resources do I have available to me? Whether it's in books or tapes or videos or DVDs or something that will give me some idea. See, I don't need the right idea to move forward. I just need ideas. Because how I'm wired is if I start to get some ideas, that will begin to get my brain to rethink things and look at things. I get very creative. So very much I read in a book and I'm like, none of this works. But then my brain goes, yeah, but if I did this or that, that would work. And that becomes golden. And once I start ask these questions, start feeling more positive, guess what? I start seeing my problem, my task is solvable. Come on, how many times you get stuck and you think there's no way through this? Once you see it is solvable, once you see it in the frame of possibility, we have hope. And hope is a great kickstarter in moving into an area that you feel uncomfortable, unfamiliar with. And I can tell you, I got all these ideas. And now I'm doing this market research. I have these ideas, and that led me to this whole idea. Like, wow, if I could get this segment, it would be huge. I mean, it would be a game changer, even above everything else I'm planning. So through this stress, right, through this challenge, this frustration, God, it gave me so many great ideas. Why? Because I didn't let myself stay in that state, that negative state, that frustration state. And I got out by A, changing my state, and B, asking a great question. And that question was, what is the step before the step? What must I do in order to move forward? Try it out. I guarantee you'll love it. Email me. I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your success stories. And my email is Joe, that's me, right? Joe White, or no, I confuse people sometimes. Joe at getlifecoaching.com. Because I am Joe White, or I wouldn't be talking to you like this. It would be really strange if I was pretending to be someone else. So until next time, Joe White from Get Life Coaching. Live free, everybody. Bye-bye.